Namaskar. The Indian National Army and Subhash Chandra Bose was an intrepid man. He had always shown a militant streak and reacted violently to any insult of Indians by the Europeans. He passed the Indian Civil Services examination, securing fourth position, but resigned from the service in 1921 to join the struggle for freedom by becoming a member of the Congress. His political guru was Chittaranjan Das. He became mayor of Kolkata in 1923. He was jailed many times by the British. Once it became clear to Subhash Chandra Bose that he could not follow Gandhi's way, but that the Congress was determined to follow Gandhi, Bose decided to go his own way to fight for independence. In March 1940, Bose convened a anti-compromise conference at Ramgarh. It was a joint effort of the Forward Bloc and the Kisan Sabha. It was resolved at the conference that a worldwide struggle should be launched on April 6, the first day of the National Week, with a call to the people not to help the imperialist war with any resource, man, money or materials. He called for assistance to be offered to all forms of exploitation of Indian resources for the imperial cause. There was enthusiastic participation by the people in the struggle launched on April 6. Bose was arrested in July when he protested and tried to launch a satyagraha against a proposed movement for Holwell in Calcutta. He was released from prison and placed under house arrest in December 1940 after a hunger strike. In January 1941, it was reported that Bose has escaped. On January 26, 1941, he reached Peshawar under the pseudonym Ziauddin, helped by Bhagat Ram. Later, it was heard that he had left India to supplement from outside the struggle going on at home. He was reported to have approached Russia for help in the Indian struggle for freedom from Britain, but in June 1941, Russia joined the Allies in the war, which disappointed Bose. He then went to Germany. Bose met Hitler under the pseudonym Orlando Mojato. With the help of Hitler, the Freedom Army, that is Mukti Sena, was formed, which consisted of all prisoners of war of Indian origin captured by the German and Italy. Dresden, Germany, was made the office of the Freedom Army. Bose came to be called Netaji by the people of Germany. He gave the famous slogan Jai Hind from the Freedom India Center, Germany. He began regular broadcasts from Berlin radio in January 1942, which enthused Indians. In early 1943, he left Germany and traveled by German and later by Japanese submarines to reach Japan and then Singapore. In July of the same year, he was to take over command of the Indian independence movement from Ras Behari Bose, but that was the second phase of the Indian National Army. Origin and first phase of the Indian National Army. The idea of creating an army out of the Indian prisoners of war was originally that of Mohan Singh, an Indian army official who had decided not to join the retreating British army in Malaya. He decided to turn to the Japanese for help. The Japanese had till then encouraged Indian civilians to form anti-British organizations. Mohan Singh asked for Indian prisoners of war. The Japanese handed over the Indian prisoners of war to Mohan Singh, who tried to recruit them into an Indian army. After the fall of Singapore, several prisoners of war was ready to join Mohan Singh, but by the end of 1942, 40,000 men were ready to join the INA. It was intended that the INA would go into action only on the invitation of the Indian National Congress and the people of India. The move to form this army had been seen by many as a check against the misconduct of the Japanese against Indians in Southeast Asia, and as a bulwark against a possible future for Japanese occupation of India. The INA got a boost with the outbreak of the Quiet India movement in India. In September 1942, the first division of INA was formed with 16,300 men, with the Japanese contemplating an Indian invasion. The idea of an armed wing of INA seemed more relevant to them, but soon serious differences emerged between the Indian army officers led by Mohan Singh and the Japanese over the role to be played by the INA. Actually, the Japanese wanted a token force of 2,000 only, while Mohan Singh wanted to raise a much larger army. Mohan Singh was taken into custody by the Japanese. The second phase began with the arrival of Subhash Bose in Singapore. But Before that, in June 1943, Subhash Chandra Bose, under the pseudonym Abid Hussain, reached Tokyo, met the Japanese Prime Minister Tojo. The role of Ras Bihari Bose, another great freedom fighter, should also be acknowledged here. He had fled to Japan in 1950 following the failed revolutionary activities in Japan. Ras Bihari Bose eventually became a naturalized citizen. He made a lot of effort in getting the Japanese interested in the Indian independence movement. He became active in Pan-Asian circles, founded the Indian Club of Tokyo, and gave lectures on the evils of Western imperialism. Very early itself, he was impressed by Subhash Chandra Bose. When the Indian National Army was formed by Mohan Singh in Singapore, Ras Bihari Bose was greatly excited and they left Tokyo for Southeast Asia. It was at a conference in Bangkok, also under Japanese occupation at that time, that it was decided to place the INA under an Indian Independence League, whose chairman would be Ras Bihari Bose himself. He had created the league in 1942 in Tokyo when Subhash Bose was shot by the Japanese to lead the INA. When Subhash Bose was shot by Japanese to lead the INA, he was ready for it. He went to Singapore and met Ras Bihari Bose, and the latter happily transferred the control and leadership of the Indian Independence League and the INA to Subhash in July 1943. It must be noted that it was on the organizational spade work done by Ras Bihari Bose that Subhash Bose could build up the Indian National Army. Subhash Bose became Supreme Commander of the INA on August 25. In February 1944, after a collapse of the lungs, Ras Bihari's health steadily deteriorated and he died on January 21, 1945, aged 58. On October 21, 1943, Subhash Bose formed the Provisional Government for Free India at Singapore with HC headquarters Chatterjee Finance Portfolio, M.A. Iyer Broadcasting, Lakshmi Swaminathan Women Department, etc. The famous slogan, "Give me blood, I will give you freedom," was given in Malaya. This provisional government declared war on Britain and the United States and was recognized by Axis powers. Recruits were trained and funds collected for the INA. A women's regiment called the Rani Jhansi Regiment was also formed. The INA headquarters was shifted to Rangoon in Burma in January 1944, and the army recruits were to march from there with the war cry "Chalo Delhi" on their lips. On November 6, 1943, Andaman and Nicobar Islands was given by the Japanese army to the INA. The islands were renamed as Shahid Dweep and Swaraj Dweep respectively. On July 6, 1944, Subhash Bose addressed Mahatma Gandhi as father of nation from the Azad Hind Radio, the first person to call Gandhi father of nation. He asked for Gandhi's blessing for India's last war of independence. One INA battalion, commanded by Shah Nawaz, was allowed to accompany the Japanese army to the Indo-Burma front and participate in the Imphal campaign. However, the Indians received discriminatory treatment from the Japanese, which included being denied rations and arms and being made to do manual work for the Japanese units, and this disgusted and demoralized the INA units. The Azad Hind Fauj crossed the Burma border and stood on Indian soil on March 18, 1944. The INA units subsequently advanced up to Kohima and Imphal. On April 14, Colonel Malik of Bahadur Group hoisted the INA flag for the first time on the Indian mainland at Moirang in Manipur, where the INA Memorial Complex stands today. To enthusiastic cries of Jai Hind and Netaji Jindabad for 3 months, the INA carried out military administrative duties at Moirang, but then the Allied forces reclaimed the territory. The INA met the same fate as the Japanese, and all brigades began their withdrawal on July 18, 1944. The steady Japanese retreat thereafter quashed any hopes of the INA liberating the nation. The retreat continued till mid-1945. On August 15, 1945, the surrender of Japan in the Second World War took place, and with this, the INA also surrendered. On August 18, 1945, reportedly Subhas Bose died mysteriously in an air crash at Taipei, that is Taiwan. But when the INA prisoners of war were brought back to India after the war to be court-martialed, a powerful movement emerged in their defense. धन्यवाद. Thank you so much.